Yamraj is the god of death. In Hinduism, he is responsible for taking souls of humans and transferring them in hell or heaven, according to their deeds on earth. When we see any picture of Lord Yama, the god of death, we see him as a fierce deity who has very large mustache, and he is always carrying a mace on his shoulder, and he rides a buffalo which is black in color. This makes him a very frightening god who has no mercy on humans and send them to heaven or hell according to their deeds. But he was not always like this in the past. In past, Lord Yama was a very handsome and cheerful deity. He was so handsome that many apsaras wanted his attention. He was well aware of this very fact that he was very handsome and had a certain pride on himself. He was given the duty of admitting souls in heaven or hell. But because of his proud nature, he took his duty very lightly. He sometimes gets so busy admiring his looks that he started ignoring his duties. Because Yama ignored his duty of taking souls, so humans on earth were very happy. They thought that they could live happily for long and they didn't have to fear death. This caused a chaos on earth. Population of humans started to grow very rapidly and natural resources were depleting. Everything got disturbed on earth. This enraged Lord Shiva, who is responsible for death. After all, Lord Shiva is the god of destruction. So Shiva decided to teach Yama a lesson. So Shiva invited Lord Yama in his adobe Kailash. So Yama came to visit him. They talked for some time, and after some time Shiva became thirsty and asked Yama to fetch some water from a nearby pond. Yama went to the pond to get some water, but as he bent down, he saw a fierce creature who had long thorns on his head and red eyes. Yama got scared and ran towards Lord Shiva and said, "My lord, there is a very frightening monster in the pond." Then Shiva replied, "That is your own reflection, Yama. You are that monster." Yama got shocked and he touched his head and realized that he had two large thorns on his head. Yama pleaded Lord Shiva to remove them, but Shiva closed his eyes and went into meditation. Yama tried a lot but failed to ask for help because Shiva was in his deep meditation. Yama went to Lord Brahma in Brahmalok for help, but he saw that Lord Brahma was very busy writing a manuscript. Then he went to Lord Vishnu and Mother Lakshmi in Vaikunt, but they were also discussing very important issue of the universe. At last, Yama decided to please Lord Vishnu and get some help. So he started meditating, and after some years Vishnu became impressed and came to Yama and asked what he wanted in return. Yama asked Lord Vishnu to fix his appearance, but Vishnu said that he couldn't do anything. But Yama pleaded a lot, and at last Vishnu had some mercy on Yama. Vishnu said that he can remove his two thorns and transfer it to his buffalo, which was his vehicle. Yama learned his lesson and accepted his fate. He now rides a huge black buffalo who has very large thorns. He has a very frightening appearance and now he never ignores his duty. Thank you.